Superhero adaptations have certainly come a long way, haven't they? In fact, they've become so popular that the challenge lies not in getting them on screen, but in making them different from the rest. How will this one stand out from the pack? That is the question that surrounds every new adaptation that comes along. Well, how about one that revolves around a foul-mouthed, booze-drinking train wreck? No, this is a TV show, specifically one of the Netflix variety. I'm of course talking about Jessica Jones. The story follows titular anti-hero Jessica Jones, a woman with super strength who works as a private eye. She had previously tried to be a superhero, but let's just say that it didn't end well. Now, battling post-traumatic stress, she mostly just cares about earning enough money for her next bottle of whiskey. Unfortunately, she must soon deal with the return of the mysterious Kilgrave, the twisted figure responsible for her past tragedies. To stop him, Jessica must rally the few friends and allies that she has and confront her demons before more lives are ruined. Now, I'll say right up front that prior to watching this, I knew absolutely nothing about Jessica Jones. At least with Daredevil, I had a very basic understanding of the character and his abilities. Here, though, I had not the slightest bit of knowledge regarding who this woman was or what she could do. So imagine my surprise when I discovered how invested I was in her struggle. This is an exceedingly refreshing comic book adaptation, and a lot of that has to do with the main character and her conflict, both internal and external. Jessica is a very broken individual. Her experiences have morphed her into a distrustful mess. As such, watching her recover from past traumas and tragedies is truly satisfying. In fact, it's one of the most engrossing aspects of the show. Tackling topics such as rape and post-traumatic stress in a superhero property could have been disastrous. However, not only are these issues handled in a tasteful way, but they give the story a sense of poignancy and maturity that you don't see too often from this genre. With such weighty material, you obviously need a capable lead. Thankfully, this show has that covered. Krysten Ritter is amazing as the title character, conveying a real hostile cynicism and sarcastic edge.
People like you that give people like you a bad name. Take the damn summons, Spherus.
If you even touch me, I'll tell the world about you. There'll be nowhere to hide.
Do I look like I'm hiding? No. You wanna know why? Because no one wants to know. They want to feel safe. They'd rather call you crazy than admit that I can lift this car, or that I can melt your insides with my laser eyes, which won't leave a trace. Mr. Gregory Spherus, you've been served. Laser eyes, moron.
However, it's during the quieter moments that she truly gets to shine, as it's here that you get to see the crushing pain and sense of powerlessness that the character feels. This is a woman who has been violated in nearly every conceivable way and is now dealing with the emotional baggage that comes with that. The fact that Ritter is able to convey this turmoil while still remaining strong and empowering is truly a testament to her talent. Of course, every great hero, or heroine in this case, should have a great villain, and Kilgrave definitely fits that bill. David Tennant gives a magnificently creepy performance that really gets under your skin. He's just so believably twisted and malicious that whenever he's on screen, you're just sitting there waiting to see what sadistic order he's going to give next.
Nice boat. Lower your right hand in there. Slowly. Go on, slowly. Stop there. Are you focused?
However, that's only part of his character. Much like the Kingpin, Kilgrave is given a level of tragic humanity that you might not see coming from such a seemingly despicable villain. You understand why he acts the way he does and why he has such an obsession with Jessica. I actually found myself feeling sorry for him at points, especially when Tennant portrays the more vulnerable and childlike sides of the character.
I'm sorry I hurt your mom.
Aw, how sweet. Now let's move on. I also really liked Rachel Taylor as Jessica's adoptive sister Trish. She brings a charming optimism that serves as a great foil to Jones's more world-weary attitude. What's more is that she has very believable chemistry with Ritter. Their interactions just feel so natural that it's extremely easy to buy them as sisters.
You can't keep saving people dressed as a giant hoagie.
Put on that mask.
Fine. Oh, this is rad.
Try and hit me now.
Fine. Be the naked superhero. That can be your alias.
It was better than the name you came up with.
Jewel is a great superhero name.
Jewel is a stripper's name. A really slutty stripper. And if I wear that thing, you're gonna have to call me Camel Toe.
Okay.
Sure, they occasionally argue and antagonize each other, but beneath it all, you can sense a deep affection that actually works as the heart of the whole show. Another huge positive comes in the form of Luke Cage. Mike Coulter's understated delivery and stoic intensity contrast beautifully with Ritter's more emotionally charged performance, and the character is developed enough for us to understand what he's about while at the same time leaving plenty of room for expansion for when his own show rolls around. For the most part, the acting all around is fairly solid. Carrie-Anne Moss brings a cold composure to the no-nonsense Hogarth, Ika Darville injects an infectious likability into the reformed junkie Malcolm, and Erin Moriarty lends an engaging vulnerability to Kilgrave's newest victim, Hope. Unfortunately, it's in the area of the Will Simpson character that the show's problems start to rear their ugly head. Not only is Will Trevall not all that convincing when portraying this cop's emotional journey, but his entire subplot is one of several that simply don't need to be there. I understand the need to give all of your characters something to do, but these extra plot lines are not very interesting and ultimately serve as unwanted distractions from the main story. However, this is easily forgiven when you factor in the engrossing atmosphere. The music, cinematography, and color scheme are extremely reminiscent of a film noir, which perfectly suits both the character's exploits as a private eye and, again, the disturbing subject matter. This is not a show for kiddies. In fact, I hesitate to even call it a superhero show. It's a psychological thriller that happens to have characters with exceptional abilities. The comic book elements are downplayed while the more unnerving aspects are at the forefront. How refreshing is that? Of course, with that comes a great degree of subtlety, especially compared to other Marvel properties. Suffice it to say, there's not much action in this, and the few fight sequences that we get are very basic, focusing less on complex choreography and more on getting the job done. This isn't a flaw, though, so much as it is a conscious decision. Melissa Rosenberg and company aren't striving to make some mindless romp with wall-to-wall action. Instead, their goal is to craft a tale of emotional recovery and suspenseful intrigue, and thankfully, that mission is a success. When all is said and done, Jessica Jones gives us a great first season that benefits from committed performances, compelling characters, and haunting themes that are handled with a delicate balance of honesty and respect. Thanks for watching. Feel free to like, subscribe, and/or comment. Until next time.